Hi, everyone, and welcome to Die Hard Sooner Report. Boomer Sooner, everybody. Oklahoma knocks off the Texas Longhorns 34-27 in front of a full house in the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, Texas. This was a day the defense can stand up and stick their chest out because they played very well today. In fact, they controlled the game until about midway through the third quarter or the fourth quarter when both teams started scoring against each other. They needed to as well because the offense, which has been the number one offense in college football, struggled in the first half, mainly because their star quarterback Jalen Hurts turned the ball over twice. He fumbled deep into Texas territory once, and then driving again down the field, he again turned the ball over on a pass where he threw across his body over the middle, which you're always told never to do, and he did it, and it was picked off by the Longhorns in the end zone. But the defense held strong. Texas was able to get a field goal at the half, and of course that made it a 10-3 game. Then Texas had the ball to start the second half, and I thought this was one of the biggest series defensively for the Sooners as they basically shut down the Longhorns and forced them to punt. I mean, Oklahoma's defense rose to that occasion so many times. Kenneth Murray, if he wasn't a household name yet or a big name on the college football scene, he is now. He was tremendous today. And the Sooners harassed Sam Ehlinger, the star quarterback for the Longhorns, all day long, finishing with a career-high 9 sacks for the Sooners. That's the most sacks in Sooner history, and Oklahoma had 13 tackles for loss in this game, and that was a Cotton Bowl record. So Oklahoma just did a tremendous job getting into the backfield, coming up with the sacks today. And then Jalen Hurts got loose late. And how about CeeDee Lamb? If he's not the best wide receiver in the country, he's one of them. And we knew that. But, nationally, they don't seem to talk about him enough. But today he had 10 catches for 171 yards and 2 touchdowns. His ability to run and break tackles and make people miss, that's pretty stout. Trey Sermon was limited today, so he didn't get a carry. So he's banged up. Something's going on, but they used him as a decoy a little bit. And they threw the ball to him one time, or they tried to. And for the most part, Ramondre Stevenson and Kennedy Brooks, who went over 100 yards today, took care of it. Eric Swinson did start at left tackle, and at right tackle, Adrian Ealy starting. After the game, Lincoln Riley said both were not 100%, but both wanted to go. They were limited at practice, but they got him as far as they could. Then they warmed him up, and they said they wanted to play. Bill Bedenbaugh gave the okay, and so they played him, and they played well. So the offensive line was back whole. Even though it wasn't 100%, it played well. Neville Gallimore, Ronnie Perkins, the defensive line, Redmond, all those guys played very, very well today. Nick Benito played well at the rush linebacker spot. And, of course, Brian Asamoah also had another big hit, but Murray was the rising star. He played fantastic today. And Murray, one of the leaders of this Oklahoma team. Jalen Hurts said after the game that after this game, he said, the Iron Bowl has its spot in college football, but so does this one. He said, and after playing in this one with these guys, I'm proud to say that I've got OU DNA. And he did put on the golden hat. I'm gonna assume he had a big smile. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard that he did put on the golden hat. Thanks for listening to Die Hard Sooner Report. The Sooners remain undefeated on the year, and they're undefeated in the Big 12 Conference play. The Sooners are 6-0, 3-0 in Big 12 Conference play. Texas is 4-2, and now 2-1 in the Big 12 Conference. Thanks for listening to Die Hard Sooner Report. I hope you had a great game day today. Please spread the word about DSR to all your Sooner family and friends out there. God bless. Have a great day, and Boomer Sooner, everybody.